From the same author that penned sports bios Moneyball and The Blind Side, Michael Lewis returns to his roots in the business world to tell the story of the housing bubble and the insanity of crowd mentality that fueled it in The Big Short. Lewis's first semi-autobiographical book, Liar's Poker, helped introduce the world to some of the insanities of Wall Street in the 80s, including the invention of a new kind of financial instrument, the collateralized debt obligation. This book warned of the elements of toxic waste present in this derivative instrument, the difficulties of accurately valuing the derivative, and warned of the problems that could occur with them one day. The Big Short tells of that day of reckoning through the lives of four main characters that make fortunes betting against the crowd. The book explains numerous financial intricacies in a way that is easy to understand by following the lives of four people of considerably different backgrounds and personalities who succeeded wildly by betting against the housing market in various ways. Throughout the novel, three key lessons are highlighted that are likely present in all financial bubbles. The first being that self-policing does not work. Rating agencies were financially incentivized to assign favorable ratings to bad debts, and as a result, they bundled bad loans in such a way that they were able to assign high-risk loans favorable ratings. The second key lesson is that crowd mentality feeds the financial bubble. In the case of the housing market, crowd mentality was so prevalent that it was difficult for people to be taken seriously by their peers. In fact, crowd mentality made it difficult to make investments that were essentially short bets against the housing market. Arguably, the most important lesson is that perseverance pays. This was depicted in The Big Short by the main characters' confidence in their assessment of the situation, and how, despite the adversity they faced, their resolve ultimately led to considerable amounts of success. This book is an easy read with a great deal of humor, despite the fact that it deals with complex financial topics like credit default swaps, the asymmetric risk principle, and the intricacies of financial company regulation and oversight. All four of Lewis's characters are quirky protagonists that keep the interest of the reader and create quite the compelling narrative. In fact, the book was so good that it was made into a wildly successful movie. So what are you waiting for? Find your nearest local bookstore and get your copy today. Or, at least go watch the movie.